YouTube, welcome back to the Faith-Based Workplace YouTube channel, where we talk about everything faith-based in the workplace. Let's get right into it. This video is "My Job is Killing Me." Why did I label that title? Because some of these jobs do kill us, in different ways, so far as health and things like that. So we want to make sure that the job isn't killing us, and make sure we avoid some of these things. So let's get right into it. The stress of the job can have a lasting effect on a person's health. So, you work this company, 10, 15, 20 years. There's a lot of things that you might not even realize, that's killing you at the job, with the stressors and the health concerns with the heart and things like that. So let's make sure that we're paying attention. We're going to our doctor visits, and they might tell you, like, what kind of work do you ever had a doctor ask you, what kind of work do you do? And you tell them, like, man, it's kind of stressful. They're not just saying that just to say it. They're telling you that job is a stressful job. So you might want to, realize what's going on. Going to work every day dealing with issues, evil people, evil spirits. It's a tall task to ask somebody to deal with, because it's a lot. It's a lot. You got different things like Jezebel, Ahab spirits you're dealing with. You got narcissist supervisors. You have narcissist co-workers. You have people that are just evil for no reason. You have a lot of things going on at work. You got people that's disrespectful. It's a lot of things. It can be a lot on one person when you're in a manager position, or even not in a manager position. You're just an employee, and it's just a lot of things going on at the company. So it's a lot of things to deal with that you need to realize. Let's read this. I like to do Bible verses. So let's get into the first verse. Proverbs 3 and verse 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. What does that mean? Trust God even at work, and he will guide you through it all. Simplest terms. No matter what you're going through, especially if it's in a workplace situation, trust God. Pray to God. Go to God. Talk to him about the situation that you're in. Even though he knows, he wants us to talk to him. Go into your prayer closet, your war room, whatever, get in your car, your lunch break, whatever the case is. Talk to him about the issues that you're dealing with at work, and wait for an answer. Now, you might not get the answer as soon as you pray to him. God have to, work on a lot of different things. So it might take a while, for what you're praying. So, you keep asking, you keep, basically, you keep praying until you get that blessing or get that answer that you're looking for. Let's get right into the next thing. Exercise. Everyone thinks physically, building muscle. That's what they think about when they say exercise. I'm talking about, exercising your mind and then your spiritual walk with God. Now, I'm not saying don't exercise. I'm all about exercising, getting physically fit. But, when you're in a battle of this magnitude or battling things at work, and, your job is actually, killing you, you want to also, make sure your mind is strong. You want to make sure that you have a strong connection with God. And you want to make sure that your body is also physically fit also. So you do all three to make everything work. Just think about that. Knowing where you stand with God can help eliminate some of the anxiety and stress at work. So if you know where you stand and you know where you're going, you can eliminate a lot of the stress and anxiety you have at work. That's like a lot of people, and I've been that way years back, when you're worried about where your next paycheck coming from. And it's the stress. It's anxiety because you're working as hard as you can to get this money to feed your newborn, or to put gas in the car, or pay the light bill, or whatever the case is. And you don't even know what the check is going to be next week, because it's not constantly working hourly. You might have 40 hours this week, but then you only got 22 the next week, and so forth and so on. So knowing where you stand with God will make a lot of these things a lot easier. Because like right now, I've been out of work for a while, but I still was able to start this business, and God is still providing. He's still, I'm less stressed now, to be honest with you, than I was when I was working. I was traveling around the country doing different things for the last couple of jobs. So I'm less stressed now, being at home with the family, you're able to do things with the wife and the kids, have a constant relationship with God is what I was getting at. And then, just, the work that I'm doing is to bring people to Christ, keep talking to people about God, helping them, in their workplace also, because it's the vision that God has given me. But, it makes life a lot easier when you're able to do different things and know that God is in control, and you're just a vessel. Like my wife like to say, you're just a vessel. How many of you go to work every day wishing they would fire you? I've been there. I know I raised my hand. I have been there where I went to work. I was like, I wish these people would fire me. Because you kind of want to quit because you don't want to be called a quitter. But if they fire you, you can go home and be like, hey, they fired me for whatever, But you just going to work. You're just going through the motions. You don't want to be there. Man, look, if you can, I know we're in a pandemic and things, but you're still able to put your resume out there and just pray to God, to get you out of the situation. I mean, if you got to stay there, for, a long length of time, just make sure you got that constant lifeline with God. Lots of people hate their jobs because of the people they work with. And that's true, because the people around you can make the job. So it can be a good job, but the job can also suck at the same time. Meaning the job, the pay is good, the benefits is good, upper management is actually pretty good. They listen to you, they listen to concerns, they like to change things for safety and making work-life balance better. I talked about that in my last video. But the people that you actually work with, they suck. So when I say they suck, they're just evil people, and they don't want to be there, and they dealing with things, personal issues with family and things like that, or just personal issues within themselves or from childhood or whatever it is, and they make the job worse than what it needs to be. So knowing that, that's why I say pray as much as you can, listen to gospel music as much as you can, read books as much as you can, read the Bible. Remember, read the Bible as much as you can. That's the best book written. Read that, and then find the books that'll help you and guide you to get into the places you want to be, because you got to work, to be able to make money to support your family. But make sure that you're doing this for the right reasons, because remember, all money is not good money. I'm saying that again because it's the truth. Pray before you go to work, while you're at work, when you leave work. I used to do that. I try to get to work early, and I would go in my office. I would read my Bible scriptures and then say a prayer, because I know I'm about to deal with some craziness about to come in. I'm in safety, so safety, you might have a few good days, and you go have that day where things happen. There's accidents and incidents at work, maybe car wrecks, or someone cut something off, they finger, or whatever the case is. So you got to be prepared, mentally prepared for some of these things. So just know that things you're dealing with, it's not all about you. It's other people. So just know that. But never forget that God is in control of all that. So jobs come and go. You go have a job this week, you might not have one next week, but God will still provide. So don't let the job kill you. You know what I'm saying? I know the title of this is My Job is Killing Me, but don't let the job kill you. Just practice discernment. Make sure you're praying. Make sure you're eating healthy. Make sure you're doing everything that you need to do to be right. With everything going on right now, such as COVID, job layoffs, unemployment ending, there's a lot of things going on, so a lot of stressors. I can see people, anxiety is really high. They're stressed out. Some people are becoming homeless out of these things, but just keep praying, just keep relying on God, and don't let the stresses of this world kill you. Because remember, we're in this world, we're not of this world. So just remember that. There are so many things for people to stress out over work. Don't. Some things you just can't worry about. If it's not something you can control, like let's go all the way down to a grocery store, and you're the person that's working in produce, and you put the bell peppers out, and everything in produce, the fruit, the vegetables, all that. And then this week y'all run out of bell peppers. Don't let that stress you out, because you're not in charge of ordering it. It's on a person that's in charge of, and maybe you just go talk to that person and figure out what happened. But don't let that be a driving force on, man, we out of bell peppers and bananas this week, and it's my fault. And even if you're the person that was supposed to order that, okay, things happen, mistakes happen. Hey, hopefully it'll be on the next truck and it'll be there in a couple of days. Don't let that stress you out. People take the smallest things and let it stress them out at work or even in life. It'll be the smallest thing, and it just stressed out and anxiety and ready to just go off the handle. It shouldn't be that way. Don't let the job kill you. Cast all your concerns on God. So everything you have going on at work that you think might be killing you or drawing you down, or just your energy low, your morale is low, just be sure, just cast it all on God. I'm like, God, look, I can't handle this. Look, it's your boy Solomon. Can't handle it. I've been trying to do it on my own, but I can't. I'm casting it to you because I know you can handle all things. So just give it to him. Don't let the job kill you. You ever seen the people that have, they have a heart attack at work or things like that? They've been working here 45 years. Maybe they should have left 10, 15 years ago. Because you stacking up money for what? I mean, you can't take the money with you, And some people, you want to work because, you love working, you enjoy working, being around people. That's cool, but you shouldn't be doing the same job from 20 or 30 years ago now. That should never be the case. You should be able to move around. And, you know, I listen to people sometimes, they say, I want to move up in management. I like working out in the field. Okay, well, you continue working out there in the field and killing yourself, working with your hands and doing things like that. But if I'm going to get paid the same to work in the office, I'm going to take in the office over the field all day, every day, if I'm getting paid the same. Because I know in the office, I can move around a little bit. Maybe I can get into the management in the field. They move around a little bit, but it's not the same. I didn't been both. You know, I worked in the field and in the office, or, you know, a combination thereof at the job. So, you know, but what I always try to do, I want to make sure that job didn't kill me and drive me crazy or mentally insane. You know, whether it's the military or any jobs that I had after that, I want to make sure that I'm in my best state of mind and this job isn't going to kill me or drive me nuts. Be not concerned with issues at your job because you can't control it. That's what I want y'all to get from this whole video. You can't control all issues at work, so just know that you can pray about it, you can talk to God about it, you can talk to your supervisor about it, maybe they can do some changes, and you can always, you know, come up with great ideas and give it to people, and hopefully they listen to you, and you can change things that way, you know. So hey, just remember that, and don't be scared, you know, at work. But, you know, I want you to have, you know, have your faith, you know, have your faith, like, as big as you can get it. You know, make sure that things are good to go, because what you don't want to be at work and being one person, but when you go home, you're someone else. Meaning, you know, you have this big faith at home, but then you go to work, you're like, you know, kind of like low morale, like, I don't want to be here. Because that's the job that's killing you. The job is not allowing you to be who you are. If you're, you know, a believer and you worship Christ and you talk about God all the time at home and with your friends, you know, away from work, you should be doing the same thing at work. Think about it. So don't let the job can kill you in that way, because it's not allowing you to be yourself. Be yourself. I mean, be who God created you to be. Do that, whatever that is. If you're a seamstress, be the best seamstress out there. If you do articles in magazines, write the best articles. You know, include God in that stuff. You know, pray about, you know, that stuff. If you're a newscaster or a news anchor, do that. You know, if you're a safety person, doctor, lawyer, you know, we can go down a list, whatever the case is. Be the best version of you that you can be. Put God first, everybody else behind that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's family or friends or whatever. And just know, last thing I want to bring up, just know that sometimes people that call themselves your friends are not your friends. Because, well, what I've learned, you have friends that come and go. They might be your friend this week, next week, not so much. It's not really a friend. And then if you just met them at work, remember they're associates. So just practice discernment on who you call friends. Don't be quick to call somebody a friend or a buddy or whatever, and you really don't know this person. Just practice discernment. Don't trust man in whatever you're doing. Trust God in all you're doing. So remember that. Don't trust man in whatever you're doing, but trust God in all you're doing. So once again, this is Faith-Based Workplace. I want to leave that with you. Subscribe to the channel, you know, like it, comment, share with your friends and family, and God bless you and yours.